Combos Wrestling Edition. All right, we had channel mascots in the way. We were muted. I unmuted, and then we remuted, which was really odd. I don't quite know. Now we're not muted.
Can y'all hear it?
Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, I literally hit the unmute, then remuted itself. But that's neither here nor there. Okay. Be that as it may, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the most must-see wrestling view and live reaction show in all of YouTube. I'm talking about A&B Combos Wrestling Edition. We got ourselves Survivor Series WARGAMES predictions. But before I get to anything, we have some channel mascots. You're not going to be able to see them because we had to move the dog chairs stairs out of the way. So let me go ahead and give some shouts really quickly to the most must-see wrestling review with live reaction channel mascots. There's Bo Crusher and there is Stella Rose. All right. You didn't see them. You didn't see them, but they love their snack. They know the routine. Your microphone. They know the routine.
Apparently, I don't know the routine because I didn't even realize I needed a microphone.
Which is hilarious.
Jeez.
Which is hilarious. All right.
They know it better than I do.
So without further ado,
I do.
we're going to get into predictions. We got 5 matches on the card. But joining us here, ladies and gentlemen.
Five times. Okay, sorry.
I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that, actually. That's actually not bad. Joining us right here, ladies and gentlemen, is none other than somebody who's very, very special to us. And this is not only a friend, but he is family now, as is his entire family. And he's been joining us for our podcast. If you haven't checked out the podcast, check that out on all your streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, everything. But this is the wrestling historian. This man knows more about professional wrestling than any man alive today. And he can't help it to be jet flying, limousine riding. Woo! Son of a gun! And he's having a hard time holding those alligators down. I'm talking about none other than Stephen Sandridge. Give it up for Stephen Sandridge. Woo!
Hey, everybody. Coming to you live from the past. I'm very proud of my late 80s War Games background for tonight. So, hey, everybody. Good to see you guys. Missed you guys on Monday. I've got a full house again, full of kids and in-laws. So I haven't been around for the live shows. So it's good to see you guys.
That's okay. It
should be at Thanksgiving time.
That is okay. I'm going to get the ticker up. Are you going to be able to actually watch Survivor Series live, or are you going to have to catch it afterwards?
So I want to share with the family. So I've got 3 grown kids now at this point. So my third kid is a senior in high school, and she runs cross country like her 2 older siblings, and she qualified to run at state championships this weekend.
Congratulations!
And she is the only runner from her school who qualified. So she's running a few hours north of us in Fresno this weekend. So I'll probably be on the road when it starts. So I will debate once I get home whether or not I jump in the chat and just spoil myself, or if I'll just wait till later and watch it. But I probably won't be live with you guys, but I'll give you all the charm and wit that you've come to appreciate from me now. For better or worse.
We want to get some shouts over here before we get into it. I know it's earlier than what we normally would do our lives for, but we had to accommodate scheduling conflicts. So go ahead and give a shout. Who is up here in the mod squad?
Let's give a shout out to the mod squad. Of course, we have Wise Man Buddy Rhea.
That's what I'm talking about.
Love it, Wise Man. We acknowledge you, boo. Sophie Dophie, OG, Triple OG.
What's going on, Sophie
Up
Dophie?
in the house. Do we have any other mods up in here, y'all? Jaden Winchester is in the house.
Jaden Winchester, I love it.
Yes. Let me see. Of course, Stephen Sandridge, our special guest, is in the house.
Bam, keep an eye on it now.
Trying to see if Blood Ninja was in here. I don't see Blood Ninja. And then let me just give a quick shout out to the members who are up in here as well. We have Anthony.
Yeah.
Nico Thompson.
What up, Nico Thompson?
And JPC.
Yes, indeed.
And we also have Wesley Franklin.
Always a pleasure, Wesley.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
Trey Stiglitz,
What up,
our
Three Diglets?
champion.
He's coming to defend that
2
championship,
Diglets are
y'all.
not enough.
Nope.
2 Diglets are not enough. Absolutely.
Are you still, 3 Diglets, are you still Dose Straps? Are you still Just Alex's champion as well? Are you
I
still
believe
Dose Straps?
he is. I think just Alex was saying that when he was here the other
Is that
day.
the case? All right. All right.
Yeah, so those are the members and the mod squad that
All
was in
right.
the house.
First in line with the fast pass on my end, and I believe it might be the same on yours, is none other than the wise man, Buddy Rhea. This is what I'm talking about. We acknowledge you again. What's good, AJ and Becky? What's good, everyone? If you're ready for Survivor Series, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I won't be able to watch Survivor Series, unfortunately, because I'll have to work.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now.
You got to channel
we're gonna
that
miss
inner
you.
Steve Austin, man.
You got to do what you got. You know what? Let's
Channel that Steve Austin. Go to that boss. Look him right in the eyes. Actually, you know, I want you to stay gainfully employed.
I was going to say, no.
figure out the rest.
I was going to say, can we get the bedpan on this? If we can
The
just get the
bedpan.
bedpan. We could just make something happen. No, we appreciate you, brother.
Paging
Thank
Dr.
you very much
Honey.
for being here. I love that.
Oh, man.
Oh my
Love it.
gosh. All right. Lauren is in the chat. What is going on, Lauren? And you got your IG back. Yeah.
That's awesome. I know that sucks.
Yes.
Glad you got that back, Lauren.
Welcome back to the IG. Rickardy, good to see you, my
Hey,
friend.
Rickardy.
Let me see who else do we have in here. Let me skirt on down. Trey Lucado.
Hey, Trey.
Justin Holland Crane.
Hey, Justin.
And of course, my baby sister. Mwah. Love you very
What's
much.
up, sister?
And of course, we got the one and only A50 Big Boy. That's what I'm talking about. What's good, folks? Happy Thanksgiving. Almost. It's
Almost.
pre-gaming. Who pre-games for Thanksgiving? Who like warms up the stomach like Joey did?
Joey.
Anybody?
Yeah. I did eat some chips yesterday. Does that count? I mean,
I
that's what you
mean,
did.
Yesterday.
I don't have
Whatever
any
it takes.
maternity pants, though.
Okay.
see, he knows.
He
This is why he's
knows.
the GOAT.
Yes.
CJ LaChapelle, how are
Hey,
you, my
CJ.
friend? Thank you very much, everybody, for being with us. I know it's a little earlier than normal. Young Hung Ho 25.
Hey, Young.
Good to see you. Of course, the GOAT, 3 Diglets. George Lewis is over there.
Hey, George.
All right, folks. We're not going to take up too
Did you
much
say
of
hi
your
to
time.
Jody?
I don't see Jody. Where's Jody?
Jody's in here. I saw
Hang
him.
on,
she's
hang
in the
on. I haven't
house.
gotten there. I haven't
Jody's.
gotten there.
Come on, Jody.
Let
man,
me
it's in
see.
the house.
Hassan Terrell is there. And there is the one and only Jody Bennett. Woo! What up, Jody? That's what I'm talking about.
And you said hi to Tracy Steele?
Tracy Steve. Again, I think I'm not there
Oh,
yet.
okay. Gotcha.
We got Hassan Terrell over there. Brandon Thomas. Yeet.
Yeet.
That's what I'm talking about. And Tracy Steele, we salute you.
Salute.
Little Austin Powers there. I love doing that.
Oh, our Puppy Chow champions in the house.
Yes, indeed.
With our first super chat.
First super chat of the
go.
day. Starting off the right way, the 3 Kings. Any puppies barking in the chat tonight? Let me hear you. I love that. So you have no idea that super chat always does my heart good. I love that.
Cracks me up.
Because then I can go Varnell Hill, man. Are there any cat people in the house? Y'all know.
Well, we know CJ is a cat person.
The Varnell man can shaboing boing. I love that. I love
All
that.
right, let's get into this prediction show.
So we got 5 matches on the card. All right. So we will not take up too much of your time.
Yeah, it's a little different from AEW, who has like 45 matches on their card.
That is correct. Matter of fact, I think Full Gear might still be going on. I could be mistaken.
God help us
Oh,
if AEW
gosh.
pay-per-views ever go on Netflix.
Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy.
There'd be no end to it.
It'll be to the end of time.
TK, we love you, Boobala, but you gotta stop. You gotta 2 nights, something. I don't know, dude. It's a little too much.
Break it up.
Never, CJ. Cats are evil. How dare you? Cats are wonderful.
It's so funny, Three Kings, because we have both. We love both.
Yeah,
but we were cat people before we were dog people.
That is correct. That is correct.
Yeah, so let's get into this because I'm kind of excited. It might be only 5 matches, but
all right, so this
matches.
is in no particular order. However, the last match will be the Temu Bloodline versus the OG Bloodline.
Okay.
Okay, because I think that has greater implications in the long run.
Okay.
So we're going to start it off here. Let's see. Let's go. Okay, you know what? We're going to start it with a WarGames match. We're going to end it with a WarGames match. So let's go ahead and get into it right here.
We have a birthday.
Okay, you're hurting me. My gosh. Okay.
Don't be such a punk.
All right, hang on. Let me pull it back
It's Dylan
out.
Danger's birthday.
Okay, all right. Good gracious. Dylan Danger.
Yay,
What is going on?
Dylan.
She's like, we got a birthday. She grabbed my arm. I'm all like, you are hurting me, madam. Okay, unhand
I need
me.
you to bulk up, boo. Put some hair on your chest.
Okay, you know what?
World, jeez.
You know
anyway, Dylan, I have a little song.
You just selling for her, right?
No, this is the. She grabbed my arm, but I'm pulling the natty right here. Okay, I hate
Busted your lip when I pulled your arm.
to say that. All right,
Okay,
hang
Dylan.
on.
This is your birthday song. It isn't very long.
Hey, happy birthday, Dylan Danger. Thank you so much for sharing your birthday with us today for predictions. That is amazing.
Happy
Please give some
birthday.
birthday love over there. All right, so let me get back
All right,
over
back
here.
to the show.
Here we go.
Happy birthday,
Yes.
Dylan.
Here we go. So let's take a look at this here. We have the women's WarGames Survivor Series
That's a
matchup.
great
Now,
photo.
it is a fantastic photo, but I'm going to be honest with you. When I look at this photo, I can smell. You smell that? I smell something fishy. I smell a rata.
You smell a rata.
Okay, now let's go on over here to the left. All right, we have, I think she's still the speed champion. I don't really keep up on it. Candice LeRae. You have Raquel Rodriguez, Miss Tiffy in the Bank, Tiffany Stratton, your queen, and your WWE champion, Nia Jax. Right there at the front is your World Heavyweight Champion, none other than Liv Morgan. And let's bring it on over here because I don't know who's a heel and who's a face in this team. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Right in the back, you got Naomi looking all innocent. All right. Right in front of her, IYO SKY. And then right sandwich in the middle. Look at that. Look at that smile. I don't trust that smile. Bayley, the so-called hugger. I don't know what she is. But then you've got Mama Rhea over here. Rhea Ripley wearing a weapon of mass destruction, a Cody mask, if you will. Although the nose is a little too beakish for me, but that's okay. All right. You've got Rhea Ripley, and then, of course, take a good look right there at the EST of WWE, none other than Bianca Belair. Now, that does not look like a friendly face to me. All right? Now, I'm going to be honest with you, man. Jade Cargill was taken out, and apparently we ain't got no witnesses. Huh? She in a coma. You know that movie? Remember Kill Bill? Okay? This is what I'm talking about. They all took her out. She's a boop. And I think she might have flatlined a couple times. I don't know. She might try to crawl out and wiggle the toe. I don't know. But all I know is this. Somebody did it. And I think it's somebody on the EST team.
I don't think we're going to find that out this week.
But what I'm saying is I don't trust it. And because I don't trust it, I've got my thoughts on it. But right out the gate, we want to go ahead and give first dibs to Steven Sandridge, sir. What are your thoughts?
This is a tough one for me to call. Honestly, looking at, the Bianca Rhea side of the list in that picture, like that's like a murderer's row of good wrestlers, good women's wrestlers right there, for my money. And there's, everything makes sense, like story-wise and stuff, but like the heel side seems very kind of mishmash to me. but I'll say this without showing all my predictions at once. I don't think both War Games matches will end the same way. So I'm going to go with Team Nia on this one. I don't know how, but I think Team Nia is going to walk away with it, and just a little extra spice for everybody. Just because Team Nia's team wins doesn't mean that Nia walks out with the belt.
Woo!
Put a little spice on that for you guys.
Okay, you don't said a couple things right there. You don't said a couple things. So what? Okay, wow. We're Steven, are we going there? Are you telling me there's going to be a cash in?
If I'm Tiffany Stratton, I can't think of a better time to cash in on either champion than after a War Games match.
Agreed.
That would be the most advantageous.
My gosh.
Because there's going to be bodies everywhere.
Now we're going to go with you. We'll go with BFAB over here. I'm going to take it to the chat, and then I'm going to give my predictions. Lovely one, what do you think?
You know, I actually also did you read you did read Three Kings Super Chat. I agree with Steven. I look at this like you have Nia, you have Raquel, and this Liv, and then you have Tiffany Stratton. I mean, I don't think much of Candice, but
Speed champion, put some respect on her name.
I mean, I think number one, it's going to be a fire match, but I do agree that because of my prediction for the main event, that I do think that the heel team, Nia's team, will pull out the victory on this one.
All right, let me see what the chat has to say on this, and I know we've got a super chat in here as well. I do not want to miss that super chat. None other than the Teflon Don, your mod father. Good evening, A and B and Steven. Hope all is well. How you doing? Greetings from your mod father. You know, I saw the Don. He successfully defended his championship on NXT. That's how we roll. That's how the family does. You know what I mean? Bada boom.
Bada boom.
Thank you very much, Teflon Don.
Thank you, Teflon.
Get the gabagool. Where's the gabagool?
No, not till tomorrow.
Okay, my bad.
Gotcha.
My bad. You see the way he's laying? It's just hilarious. All right, we have one of our cats here. It's just hilarious. He lays like his head is like this.
Like into the pillow. Like, I don't know.
It's just the funniest thing. I've got a million pet photos. It's really quite ridiculous. All right. Let me see what the chat has to say. I see you three diglets. I'm going to come at you in just a second. Let me see. Did you hear about the Women's Tag Team Championship? No. After Bayley interfered, then Bianca. No. No. What? Okay.
There was
says, what was
there's some chatter. There's some chatter that Jade is legitimately injured, and that was part of the reason why they wrote her off. And someone in the chat earlier, it might have been so, but he was saying that they might have to vacate the tag titles. That was in the chat earlier before we started, though.
Okay, so
I mean, plenty of people have had to vacate the titles over injuries, and if she's really going to be out like 3 months, then they're not going to just let them sit on those.
I'd be fine either way if they vacate.
There's too many women to fight for them.
Well, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
Point.
Or she gets another partner that happens to be the snake in the grass. Because I want something. There needs to be a catalyst that pushes Bianca Belair over the edge. I'm sensing she's not. How do I say this? She's floating somewhere between NXT Bianca and SmackDown Bianca, and I need her to go full NXT Bianca. Okay, we're not there yet.
When Chelsea
Full earrings off.
Thank you.
Yeah. When Chelsea Green's partner went out, didn't they just replace her with the Piper Niven?
Without
doing a whole,
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe they'll do that.
All right, let me see what the
now
people say
now
here.
be as good a time as ever to do that because all these women are hanging out together. So
that is true. Tiffany and Candice going to argue. Trey's got Team Rhea. BBL Bayley. Okay, that might play a factor into this. You never know. I think Liv Morgan, Raquel attacked Jade Cargill. It's possible, but they would have shown it, I think. Naomi's taking Jade's spot. Very possible. Very possible. All right, Bianca paid Naomi to crush Jade. Ouch.
Hey, Lamont.
Ouch. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if they pulled out some video and you see Bianca shelling out some or handing her an envelope before the attack? That would be wild.
Can I just say, like, in 2024, instead of the cash handoff reveal, if let's just say Bayley is the one who reveals it, just so I can get on with my point, that they put on the big Tron screen a Venmo receipt for it, and it's like the emojis for like punching and then like storm or something like that.
I'm absolutely for that. WWE, you can have that one. That would be amazing,
so
actually.
Funny.
That's for free, Hunter.
Teams
gosh,
are super
so funny.
even. So says 3 Diglets. Team Rhea, so says Brendan Thomas. Team Liv, A50 says it. All right. Let me lay it out to you like this. I think I don't quite know how this is going to go. Looking at the teams, I'm deeply concerned. I have deep concern about how this is going to go. I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you, I think it'll be easier if Nia's team, or excuse me, Liv's team loses and we get a cash in. I need to see a champion down and hurt and just not expecting it. I don't think if they're standing up tall and hands raised that it would happen. I think we need a sneak attack situation. I think it's very possible we might get a cash in. So therefore, I'm going to go with Team EST.
Okay.
On this, I think Team EST is going to get the victory because I think everybody's kind of heelish, but I think we got some sneaky snakes in the grass.
Like that word, don't you? Sneak a snake.
So we got some sneaky snakes.
snake.
If you watch it Mad TV, we got some sneaky snakes in the grass over there on Team EST. I don't trust it. I don't like it, and I'm going Team EST. I'm going Team EST, but I think you're right. I think it's very possible we might see a cash in, but I think it's going to be easier if somebody is not expecting it and hurt. So I'm going to tell you right now, Tiffany Stratton ain't just going to quickly roll up a standing Nia Jax. That ain't going to happen.
No, but Nia
No,
Jax
she'll have to go
could
on through
be
a table or
injured.
something.
Yeah, something's going to have to
Nia
happen.
Jax could be injured, and someone else could still take the victory just because she's down or not. And we have Just Alex stopping in really quick to say Happy Thanksgiving and to give his predictions.
Just Alex is what I'm talking about, brother. Thank you so much for being in here. That is family right there. He did a prediction show already. Go check him out. He's going to be doing a live review of Survivor Series. Dip on in there. Show that love. Thank you, brother, for being in here. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Yes.
I hope you get down with the get down and go into a tryptophan coma.
He's already eating right now.
Dang, pre-gaming.
He's pre-gaming.
I ain't mad at you, brother.
All right.
I haven't actually eaten yet all day, so I haven't quite pre-gamed, but that's quite all right. All right, we got 3 Diggles, Super Chat champion right here. Says, these teams are so even. I can't believe I'm calling Liv the weakest link from the 10. Right behind Candice. Multiple stories will be told during this match, but I think Team Liv takes it as well.
Okay.
I will say this much. Ordinarily on paper, I would agree with you regarding Candice, but I've said it. I like the Candice that we're seeing right now. We're seeing a little bit of a dirtier Candice, somebody that is not afraid to just kind of, be more heelish, if you will. That's a winning Candice.
You like him dirty?
I like him dirty. But like Booker T says, get a little dirt on you, man. A little dirt under the fingernails. I like it, man.
Okay. All right.
So that's what I'm talking about. That, by the way, side note, the best thing that's ever happened to NXT was putting Booker T on commentary.
Oh my gosh. He
Oh,
cracks
man.
Me
us
if you want.
So good.
up. So funny.
Fight me if you want. All right, so that is that. So I think we are in disagreement with what we've got here, which is okay. Let's go to the next match. This is a very interesting one that I wasn't feeling originally, but they've got me invested. take a look, see. All right. Now we're talking about somebody that was a former El Campeon, former member of the Judgment Day, Damian Priest, Damian Priesta, going against Imperiums, Ring General Gunther. Depending on what part of the country you pronounce his name, it's either Gunther or Walter.
Hey, Lanice.
What up, Lanice? So I think this might be an easy one for some. I don't know. Steven Sandridge, take a stab at it.
Yeah, it'd be foolish for me to say anything that's not a WarGames match is going to steal the show, at the show. But I think this match is going to be a lot better than most people are anticipating. I think Damian has gotten better and better each time. They seem to have really good chemistry together too. And like, I was really impressed. I can't remember if it was SummerSlam or Bad Blood, or wherever it was, where like he got, where Priest, got hung up in the ropes and like still sold the leg for like the whole match and stuff. Like I'm not huge behind Priest, but like he has proven my skepticism wrong as a performer. So now that I'm done putting him over, Gunther's winning this match. I think he's going to find his way. I still don't see. It's really crowded at the top of the card, and there's only 2 world titles for the men, and Cody and Roman and The Rock eventually are going to have the WWE title on lockdown. And I think they're just way into Gunther. Like, I just don't see room for Priest there, which is unfortunate because he's really good. But that's just one of the downsides of everything being really good right now.
Interesting. Now, I got to ask the question. If you're over here saying that Gunther is going to go over in this matchup, where do we go with Damian Priest after this?
That's a great question. I'd be interested to find out. Honestly, here's... Okay, no, I'll go ahead and go into it because this was a question I was going to have later on in the chat. I don't know that I would have brought it up. Maybe he pivots over to SmackDown, and maybe that's who finally takes down LA Knight.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Wow. So the Terror Twins are no more. Is this?
Yeah, that early demise was stupid.
The case, the Terror Twins are no more.
Yeah, they broke that.
And they had merch.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know, and it was good merch.
It was good merch.
I don't know why they ended that. That was awful.
All right. What do you
usually when you? Oh, sorry.
No, you're okay. Usually, go ahead.
Well, usually when you beat the people in the feud that you're wanting to lay to waste, they're the ones who disband, not you.
Right.
So,
exactly.
Yeah.
And yet we still have the Judgment Day walking around making snarky remarks at each other. So and holding tag team gold.
About it, Dom. You grew that mustache for no reason. Go out there and get him.
Yeah. So honestly, they're not going to give Priest the title because he's been looking way too strong. Gunther is actually scared of him. He keeps attacking him from behind. And even when he attacks him from behind, he still is getting his ass handed to him. Excuse me. And so that makes me know that they're not giving him the title because anytime they make it look that obvious, they don't do it. And also, for whatever reason, Finn once again brought up the fact that he's back, that Damian's back in the title picture, and he's pissed off about it. So, I mean, maybe Finn is going to interfere, which that seems so stupid because I thought that was done with. But he brought it up on the last show and was mad about it. So we may see some Finn interference. And I think Damian is going to look strong because he's been looking hell of a strong, but he's not going to get the belt.
Yeah, man, this one kind of hurts my heart a little bit because, like I said, I was not invested in this in the beginning. I got a little more invested there. Like you said, Steven, their chemistry has been great. I've really enjoyed their interactions in the ring. The fact that you have Gunther looking a little like challenged, if you will. I think for the first time in a long time, he's looking challenged. I think it's going to be a hell of a matchup. I really do. I don't sense any shenanigans. I don't think there's going to be any outside interference necessarily. But Finn did put Damian's name in his mouth the other day. Like he did, you know what I mean? So I don't know. He may still want to stick it to him, which will kind of suck. I'm kind of over this whole Judgment Day Damian Priest thing, but there is that possibility. You know, Judgment Day will be there.
Right.
So, but I'm not sensing anything tremendous. But if there is, I think it will undoubtedly cost him. So I will go with everybody because I think what the chat is saying, I got Gunther. So it says Wiseman, Justin got Gunther, Fareed's got Gunther, Dawsey's got Gunther. Good gracious. Lauren said Poppy Damian. She said, "Ow, Poppy Damian." I'm trying to put some I'm trying to put some narration on that chat.
Jeez.
Some Rosie Perez on it.
I'll do that
There
one.
you go.
Just ask me to do it next time.
Oh, Poppy Damian. You know, I'm trying to.
No,
I'm
sir.
hearing Lauren in my head. I think that's how she would say it.
Okay.
George Lewis wants Damian to win this, but that doesn't give me a positive feeling like he is. Anthony's got Damian. Jody Bennett's got Damian. Jaden's got Gunther. Yeah, I got to tell you.
Hey, D Extreme Tate, how you doing?
Tate, how are you, buddy? And Lauren also says screw Walter, which is hilarious. Yeah, I got to go Gunther on this. I don't know what's going to happen with Damian Priest post-match. What has his career directionless? I don't know. I'm really kind of curious. But yeah, I'm going to go with the majority of the people. I'm going Gunther. All right, Gunther it is. I saw a super chat over here. Hold on one second. I see you, Three Diglets. Go ahead, Three Diglets. Question. Why the hell is this guy even in the title picture?
Oh, gosh.
Answer. So Gunther can squash somebody to continue his reign onto WrestleMania. Priest! Attention, Damian Priest. Go back to Ring of Honor where you belong.
Sounded like the Miz on Talking Smack. Go back to the bingo halls with your indie friends. Dang.
I mean,
Wise
I'm not
man
mad at
said
what
it
he just said
right.
there.
Heel Three Diglets. Why you ain't mad at what he said?
I'm not mad at what he just said there.
I'm mad at what you said, punk.
You know, I'm
Just
not
point
mad
of
at what you
order,
said there.
real quick. If we're going to Priest back to Ring of Honor, can it be the good Ring of Honor, not like the AEW Dark version of it right now? He's better than that, at least.
Yeah, he is. No, he is. No, Damian Priest is. I think he's come a long way. You're absolutely right. I think he deserves original Black and Gold NXT. He deserves original Ring of Honor. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not mad at what he said there. I kind of feel you, but let's see how this goes.
You're
But
tripping.
that's
This
hilarious.
dude has it all. He is talented. He has the looks. He has charisma. He is good in the ring. He is strong. Y'all are tripping.
All right. You don't got to get crazy with it.
I'm getting crazy.
Three Diglets says, hang on now. WWE doing Priest a favor by putting him in the title picture at a PLE, continuing the illusion. It's an illusion that Priest is a legit top guy. Calm down. Dang, she's strong. Calm down.
Everybody can see you doing that by yourself.
My goodness, she got a little crazy.
Wow.
All right, let's move on.
You're such a
Let's
work.
move on. Let's go on over here. This is a very interesting one. I don't know what to make of it, but here we are. All right. We have none other than your United States champion, the megastar himself, with everyone saying, L.A. Knight, yeah.
Now, see, I agree that I'd rather see that title on Priest than LA Knight.
Going against somebody that looked like they just got dragged into the room. What is going on with him?
By a Sith Lord.
By a Sith
By
Lord.
a Sith Lord.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
I swear, if they brought him back to do all this, for him to job,
It's a start, stop. But I gotta be honest with you, man. Before I set it up for you and I give it over to Steven, like you said, we have a start, stop thing. It just doesn't make any sense. But the fact that he took a break, an extended break, finally comes back, is full on, just like Anakin Sith Lord taking out the younglings. Y'all know what I'm talking about. She knew what I was talking about. Woo!
Woo!
I have to agree. I gotta be honest with you. and I hate to say it like this, but for me, and I have nothing against LA Knight, but I feel like his run has gotten a little stale. I feel like this bread has been sitting out on the counter a little too long. The crust is a little too firm for my liking, and I think it's about time that we go ahead and get a new loaf of bread. But I'm not going to give my predictions yet. Steven, what do you got to say?
I agree in part with what you said. I'm a huge LA Knight fan. And I never thought I'd say this. I'm not trying to devalue any of the titles, but honestly, I think the length of his reign hasn't really done him any favors. Because he was kind of the third wheel to Carmelo and Andrade for the past couple months. Mm-hmm. While they were fighting over a title, neither one of them was getting a title shot for, which is kind of weird. So honestly, I don't know that LA Knight needs a title. I think he's got a special kind of charisma that you see back in the Attitude Era days that he can be over without a title. And so for those guys, the right way to do it is to give them time with a title to visually legitimize them, but then let them go ahead and Roddy Piper themselves or Jake the Snake themselves, and let their charisma and stuff take over. Because even for as many titles as Rock held, he never really held them for very long. Right. Even in the Attitude Era. So I think he could move on to bigger things. If you wanted, honestly, and I'm just shaking all kinds of stuff up now, but I don't think he needs the title for that much longer. And the only way for him to move is up. So he could, if Gunther was done with Priest, if, they could swap over. I'd love to see LA Knight and Gunther pair up because they're so different personality wise that would rub Gunther the wrong way. And LA Knight would carry those promos easily. All that being said, about the match, I do feel a little weird. They brought Shinsuke in pretty fast to already have a title match. So I'm going to say I think LA Knight retains, but I don't think he wins clean. I think he wins by DQ or something like that, and they do a rematch at Saturday night's main event or something. Because I don't think you want to squash Shinsuke, but also the way they brought Shinsuke back, I'm happy to see him back, but also it feels really fast for them to be okay, he's coming in and he's taking the belt. Right. I don't know. It's almost like I just need a couple more weeks instead of Saturday, So I think this will be an unsatisfying finish that'll lead to a rematch.
What do you think?
Yeah, I want to just go for Nakamura because even though I agree that seems like it would be really fast, I just don't. Why would you do this whole Sith Lord, this whole craziness? But at the same time, it, like you said, it'd be very fast. And not only that, but he also has been looking really strong and creepy and dominant. And then usually that's when you don't win. So you know what I mean? I don't think he's going to win. But I'm so mad that they brought him back like this again to look this much creepier, not to win, that I'm just going to go ahead and have him anyway and hope for a crazy upset.
Let me see what the people got to say over here. I see, for Trey. CJ's got LA Knight. Brandon Thomas says Shin to win. Sophie Dolphy's got Knight. George Lewis has got Knight. Jaden Winchester's got Knight. Wiseman's got Knight. Justin Hollencrane's got Shinsuke. The Extreme, LA Knight. Trey says LA. Wesley, LA. LA Dawsey. I see a lot of LA Knight retainings. Sorry, Shinsuke, but you're not winning. That is Cole. Alexander, the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Yeah, I was going to say, if he loses it, LA Knight can always go for the Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Did you just call him a woman for some
reason? The title
reason?
he's never held. Hey, if it was...
You know what?
It's got too much Kavorka for that, buddy.
If it was good enough for Andy Kaufman, it's good enough for LA Knight.
Trey, nobody wants Shinsuke to get a new theme song. Shinsuke's theme song is one of the most fire theme songs. I would never want him to get rid of that song.
Hey, AJ,
CW41.
don't make me snap on you, NYC message style. Dang, Lauren. Okay.
Threats.
Yeah, that was a straight up. Dang, that was like Goodfellas.
All right.
That was like going into the room back at the. Okay, all right. Let's put our guns down.
All right.
I love you, Lauren. I will say this much. I agree with what you guys are saying here. I like the fact that they brought Shinsuke back. I refuse to accept that they brought him back like this. It's a job and put other people over. He's not in that state of his career yet. He's got plenty more left in the tank, to quote Mark Henry. But you're right. I think it's a little quick for him to be in the title picture. And I don't feel like this is the title that's going to change hands at Survivor Series. I do not see it happening. I think there's going to be some shenanigans. And I don't even necessarily think that Shinsuke wants to win the title at this exact moment in time. I feel like he's more about destruction. You know, Sith Lord is just
Sith Lord in it.
They don't deal in absolutes, Anakin. You know, it's just
treat him like a youngling.
You know, I mean, it's going to be a good match, I think. But I think what's going to end up happening is he's going to win. LA Knight's going to win, and I think he's going to catch a beat down afterwards. And like you said, I think they're going to run it back. So I do agree with most of the people here in the chat. I say LA Knight for the dub. Yeah.
Except for the super chat.
Let me see. Well, I said most of. 3 Diglett says, I'm going with Nakamura because how many times are they putting Nakamura through the same cycle of coming close to winning and not winning? Nakamura with the dub. Get him, Shinsuke.
We finally agree.
I got to tell you, this is a very well-crafted super chat. Just fine and to the point.
I would be really
it's
happy
better when he's
with
funny.
I'd be really happy with the Triple H era finally having like an established run for a male Japanese star. Yeah. WWE has never done that well. And I mean, they've done all right with Asuka and Kairi and you see Julia now, you know, with the ladies, they seem to do it well. I don't know why they just can't seem to find that with the male Asian stars that have come through over the years.
I got to tell you, I was really pulling for Billy Wayne Yang. Once upon a time, I thought
Jimmy
he was
Wayne
the
Yang.
guy. Jimmy Wayne Yang, yeah, I thought he was the guy
from the Young Dragons. Yeah,
I thought he was the guy, but you know that's neither here nor there. All right, so but I'm gonna tell you right now. We're gonna talk about titles changing hands. Take a look at this. All right, this is the Intercontinental Championship. The men's, not the women's, but the men's. All right, we have Imperiums Ludwig Kaiser against the Great White himself, the Celtic Warrior Sheamus, and somebody who is, I don't know what he is, babyface, heel, stone coldish, I don't know. Call him what you will, but he got that dog in him.
Got that dog in him.
Bron Breakker. And I have my thoughts on this one, but I'm going to hand it over to the wrestling historian, Steven Sandridge. Sir, what's your take on this matchup?
So a lot of my picks today are reactionary based on other matches on the card, and this one's no different. So the reason why I thought LA Knight was retaining is because I think this is the time Sheamus is finally going to get what he wants. Yeah. I think Ludwig is in the match to eat the pin, and either Braun gets a rematch with him, or I think this would be fun and hopefully not too early. We were asking the question earlier in the show, who would be next for Gunther if he went over Priest? And Braun and Gunther have kind of bucked shoulders in the hallway once or twice. It's out there. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, Sheamus. I got Sheamus. Even if it's just for a couple of weeks, he's just going to check that off the list.
I like it, man. And George Lewis says, "Who is Jimmy Wang Yang?" You got to go back. He had a cowboy. It was just a whole thing. It was a whole thing. I don't know why that guy wasn't the face of the company. I enjoyed him tremendously. He was a lot of fun. But who do you got for this?
Oh, same. I mean, I loved how he came out and was just dominant. And, Sheamus is just he's just such a character, and he's just in good shape. He's still such a hard hitter, and better shape now that he done got rid of some of those burger after burgers. And I want him, like you said, I don't see it being a really long title run. And it's a little weird because Braun did just get the belt back. But I really do want Sheamus to take this. I just do.
I think it's time.
And
I think it's the
do
Great
agree
White's time.
that Braun would not be taking that pin, though, that it would be Ludwig.
I will simply say this much. It's the Great White's time. And with that said, we're going to need a bigger boat. Okay?
So
You understand?
Agree? Yeah.
You got to tell you.
Yeah.
The folks here, Trey says, I got Braun. George Lewis is rooting for Sheamus. Wiseman has got Braun. Jaden's got Braun. Anthony's got Sheamus. CJ's got Braun. Justin's got Kaiser for the win. Wow.
Wow.
Yao Ming. Yeah, I know. That's right. Cameron Valencia, what's going on? Thank you for joining us for our predictions of Survivor Series. New IC champion, Rocksteady Fella. So says The Extreme Tate.
Fella.
Bron Breakker is not losing per Dylan Danger. Got to go with Braun for Rickardy. Reports are WWE going to have Braun as a tweener. All right. I'm all right with that, I guess. Be more Stone Coldish.
I mean, that's kind of what he is right now.
Yeah, I just, I don't know. He came in as such a just like straight up heel, devastating bulldozer, and to kind of back down a little bit, and I don't know. It's like going 100 miles an hour on a treadmill, and somebody just quickly does this, and then it's pull you back, and you're like, wait, what's going on right now?
Well, yeah, no, I told you when they brought him up, it was very reminiscent of Goldberg, and that's not a good thing.
Goldberg.
Because that was something that they ruined,
He has a little bit of that aura of Goldberg after his streak was broken right now. Like, I don't mind him getting over with the crowd as a face, as long as he's not like playing to them, like Jey Uso or somebody,
Okay.
Yeah.
Like if he just does what he does and the crowd gets behind that, like I think kind of like the Punisher is a hero. Like he's not actually a hero, but people get down with what he does, and he just stays true to who he is. So I think if Braun can just be who he is, then let the fans decide who he is.
Fair enough. Dawsey's got Bron Breakker, and I got to tell you, I'm going to go with you, sir. I think it is time. Whether he holds this title for a good long period of time or not, I don't know. But Sheamus is about to get that come up. I think we put him through enough already. I think it's about time for him to get that strap on. I'm excited for it. And, I think Ludwig, I agree. I think Ludwig's going to catch the pin, which kind of gives Bron Breakker some room to complain and want to rematch, whatever they're planning on doing with him. Yeah, I gotta go with Sheamus on this.
CW41, I do see Ludwig getting a title, like an IC title eventually. I just think, no, not the women's.
Okay, just to be clear. Now there's two now. I just want to be clear.
But anyway, I eventually, but I don't think with Braun and Sheamus in there that he's going to be the one.
All right, we got a super chat right here by none other than 3 Digglers, who says, check this out. I'm going with Breakker to retain because his run ain't over yet, man. But I would love for the German Randy Orton to take the belt off of him. Kaiser will eventually be a top guy, no question. He's got that aura that Tez is missing. You understand that? He's got that kid choice thing, all right? They'll slime you, the whole deal, kid. You got that potential. That's pretty much what he just said right there.
It's like that meme. You had me in the first half, I'm not going to lie.
Oh, man, I know he's not feeling Tez. I'm telling you, keep them together. Just stop playing around, keep them together. 3 Digglers, thank you for the support today.
Thank you.
And we know, Steven, you've got to go ahead and get him up out of here. So we've got one more to go. We will not keep you any longer. This is the big boy. Big boy!
Big boy!
Bam. All right, this is what I'm talking about right all up in the house. We get the Temu Bloodline. Temu Bloodline. Now, I'm talking about Solo Sikoa. I'm talking about the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, And of course, newly added, Big Bronson Reed.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right. This is a big man going against the OG Bloodline. And like I was saying at the top of this, with the women's war games, and I was saying the EST, something don't look right over there, like a Chinese restaurant open 24 hours, never take out no garbage. Something ain't right. Okay? And that's how I feel about this. I feel like there's also a snake in the grass.
A sneaky
But
snake.
you got Sami Zayn, Jimmy Uso, Jay Uso, the Usos, Roman Reigns, the OTC, Paul Heyman, the wise man, is back, and he has brought none other than Straight Edge himself, CM Punk.
CM Punk.
I know this was a bone of contention for many. I still don't know quite how I feel about it. I seen it with my own eyes. Sami Zayn reached in one pocket, took out a phone, put it in the hand, and threw it on the sofa. Why? For why? What's really going on? We done seen you talking to Solo Sikoa. You look a little sus, Sammy. A little sus. Sushi been left out on the counter 2 days. Something ain't right.
All right. So I guess we're going to see what Steven thinks.
We need to see what Steven thinks right here. I need to.
Yeah.
I need to hear it, brother.
I picked Team Nia because once Punk got added to this match, and particularly Heyman too with the group, I figured OG Bloodline's got to take it. There's just and AJ can vouch for me on this. I don't know if I actually said this when I was substituting for you guys a week ago or so, but AJ can vouch. I told him, I said, Roman's not winning this match if they don't have Paul Heyman with them. And then Heyman's back, and he's got Punk now instead of Seth. I thought they were going to try to find a way to work Seth in there, and then I would have said, they're still not together as a unit, so that's not going to work. I just don't see a team in 2024 with both CM Punk and Roman Reigns on it taking a loss. And maybe that's just the old skeptical wrestling fan in me. And honestly, I think it's kind of, this Bloodline story is kind of like a tug of war in a way. You know, there has to be moments of escalation and moments of impact to get us to the next chapter. And of course, we all know that Rock is waiting in the wings at some point. Mm-hmm. And he already made his little cameo at Bad Blood. But I think for him to get involved, it would make sense for me that he would be drawn out to get involved because Solo and his crew are not getting the job done. And this would be a good example of that, is that they lost War Games. So he's coming to correct things. I have an additional question for you guys and for the chat. Like, is Bronson Reed just a gun for hire, or is he officially in Solo's bloodline now? Because if it's the latter, that really opens up a lot more storyline possibilities for me.
Well, yeah, I don't.
Not for this match, but just in general.
I don't think they've made that definitively known at this moment.
I don't know. He has a history of being a mercenary.
Right, a hired mercenary.
Right. He could be a Jango Fett, a Boba Fett. He's a mercenary, and that is for sure.
But he fits.
He does fit, but again, the reality is,
but I think they want to push him solo.
Go here.
Yeah, I think they want to push him solo. I don't think they're going to stop that individual push and to just put him behind Solo.
So I love the fact that they're bringing him over to SmackDown, but unless they're really bringing him on to SmackDown, I'm going to say this is just a one-off.
One last. So that's my. This will be the last thing I'll say because I know I've talked too much tonight already as it is. But if Bronson is permanently on Solo's bloodline, there's your answer for who takes down LA Knight. I bet, because it's clear that they're all in on Bronson Reed. And so it's going to be gold time for him eventually. Him and Jacob both at some point, it's going to be gold time for both of those guys. And so as much as I'm not a fan of the Bloodline also holding titles hostage in their epic story, I wouldn't mind that. And if that means this satellite member of his bloodline is still having feuds outside of it too, like the title's still being used. But anyway, if Bronson's in that bloodline, that's that opens up a lot more possibilities. And it makes me happy for Bronson, actually, because he's just getting more exposure. He's been killing it.
All right. Lay it on him. What do you think?
Yeah, so I agree that I wasn't sure either. And with Paul Heyman and CM Punk returning, you didn't do that to bring that L. I just don't think you did. So I think that with that, you're going to get the victory, and I think that it's just such a stacked roster. CM Punk will probably get hurt, but in the meantime, they'll still pick up that W.
Okay, okay. So Steven, you've got the OG bloodline. You've got the OG bloodline.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see what the people got to say before I go ahead and lay it out, and then we're gonna just get you out of here, Steven.
Me and
Sami
Steven agree on
turns,
everything but one match.
and the 7-11 bloodline
Although-
wins.
although
That's
there's
hilarious.
Only 5 of them, so.
Anthony says OG OTC.
4 out of 5 ain't bad.
Yeah.
Fareed's got their OG bloodline. Trey's got the OG bloodline. Sadly, new bloodline because the only way to get WrestleMania 41 is The Rock costing the OG bloodline war games. So says D Extreme Tate. Brandon says, I smell a. Yep. I smell a small setup.
Sneaky steak.
Jaden Winchester said, I got the OG bloodline. George Lewis says, CM Punk is the 5th member of the OG bloodline. Then I'm going with the OG bloodline. We know where B is going. Skip her prediction. So says Sophie Duffy. There's
Whatever, Sophie Dophie. That's rude.
There's that love. CJ with a super chat, big super chat right there. Hi, I'm not familiar with Steven. I hope you are a big Bayley fan.
Well, first of all, excellent hat, CJ. Big fan. Go Braves. I like Bayley. I liked her. You know what? I like Bayley. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I like Bayley.
There you go. Question has been answered. CJ Steven is a good, solid honorary family member. He's an honorary Us to us. His entire family are honorary Usos to us, and we call him the wrestling historian because he is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to professional wrestling and history. And he occasionally fills in for us when one of us is not able to do our thing. He's with us for our podcast. He's going to be a lifer for life. So that is how I feel about it. All right. Let me go ahead and lay it out to you. CJ's got Team Punk. I'm conflicted with this. I'm conflicted. Movie Queen, how are you, Movie Queen? Good to see you. Are we going to have surprises? OG Bloodline versus 2.0 Bloodline? I don't know. 3 Diglett says this match will be my Thanksgiving leftovers bathroom break. Dang! Let me go Ron Simmons on that one. Damn! Thank you, CM Punk, for ruining everything. Can't you just do that Pepsi plunge thing you do somewhere else and get out? He does have the
CM
Pepsi.
Punk versus Damian Priest in AEW's Ring of Honor coming soon.
I love it.
Sponsored by 3 Diglets.
Sponsored by 3 Diglets.
Do the Pepsi plunge. Do that. It's a new generation.
A Pepsi plunge off the WarGames cage would be insane, though.
It would actually be insane. I don't think we're going to see that, but it would be insane. Aaron Drew, member for 4 months. Happy Thanksgiving Eve, YouTube family. Big heart emoji. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much, Aaron.
Aaron Drew.
I appreciate that. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for being in here with us. All right, so let me go ahead and lay it out. You want to hear it? You want me to say it? Huh? You want to break me down? You want to hear me say it? Hey! Roman's afraid. For the first time in his life, he's afraid. Okay. I think it's a question of who can take the L? What are the long-term consequences of taking a loss? I still don't know what Rock's involvement is going to be, if anything, in this. Because last time we saw him, he just popped out right quick. He did a gesture, and then that was pretty much it. Are we going to see something similar? I don't know. I think it only makes... I don't know if it makes sense that they win or lose. But I will say this much. I think Temu Bloodline, they're more of a cohesive unit right now. And yes, I'm going to say it without really saying it. Going back to Tropic Thunder, I think Temu Bloodline is a cohesive unit, and the OG Bloodline is more like suck my. I'm not going to say it, but you know what I'm talking about. I think they're very volatile right now. CM Punk and Reigns, they're not on this. They're not on the same page. I know seemingly Sami Zayn seems like he's on the same page with everybody. I don't know. Where was Paul Heyman this entire time? You had a disconnected phone, and he just pop up all of a sudden, and his looked like Bianca Belair's look in this graphic. Shady. He's got a history of turning on his people. I don't know.
He came out dressed like Solo.
That's what I'm saying. He came out by the people that he was put through a table by. He did not have a tie or a button-up shirt. That was sus to me. But this one I'm really conflicted on. But I got to tell you, I think the Temu Bloodline can take the L and keep on ticking. I don't know. It would be a really big feather in the cap of Solo if he actually did get this win. And if he was the guy to pin. But I'm going to go OG Bloodline. But it's with an asterisk.
It's with an asterisk.
Okay, so don't come for me in the chat or when we actually see the show. It's with an asterisk because I just don't know what's going to happen. There has to be something here has to push this long-term storytelling further.
Yeah.
And I just don't know what that's going to be.
Yeah.
And that is what I'm concerned about. Just like with the New Day, something that we saw on Monday night is going to push this thing further, and I don't know what's going to happen on that Monday Night Raw.
But are we going to see The Rock afterwards?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. And if we do, what's he going to do?
Well, I mean, he needed to start setting up WrestleMania. It's not that far off.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, we got a super chat right here about Aaron Drew. Thank you so much, Aaron Drew. Bronson said in an interview recently he's going to do something in War Games that makes him go viral. I'm thinking the Rikishi spot on the top of the cage. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought you were thinking like the Rikishi, the sumo thing with the,
Mike Tyson.
He pulls him up, and Mike Tyson. I'm like, we about to get a stink face on Roman Reigns?
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. You scared me on that one. I can see that. And I don't know if anybody's ready for it. I don't know if CM Punk could take it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I have deep concern about all of this. Well, I want to go ahead and thank Steven Sandridge because I know you got to get out of here, brother.
Thank you, Steven.
You got family.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
We're going to stick around for just a bit because I just got a couple more things I want to say. So I don't want to take you away from the family any longer than we have. Please thank your family for us. Tell them happy Thanksgiving. We love you guys.
Will do. I'll see you guys probably live on Monday, but I'll poke my head here and there from time to time. Good to see you guys. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Love you, brother. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Thank you so much, Steven. All right. Thank you, Steven Sandridge. So I just want to say a couple things real quick. All right, before we get out of here, before we dip.
Dip,
baby, dip.
Come on now.
Dip, baby, dip.
Louder.
I think there's going to be I think the 2 War Games matches are the ones that are going to have the real lasting effects because there's just so much that is going on between all of those superstars, overlapping storylines, shady deals going on. There's some not good things happening here, and I don't know who I can and can't trust. So I think both matches, I'm going to be on the edge of my seat, just really, really anxious about how things are going to go out. But this last match with the Bloodline situation, with The Rock still being a very unknown factor.
Right.
And I'll be honest with you, nobody saw Big Bronson Reed coming. So what else does he have up his sleeve?
Yeah.
I feel like Solo is just, staying in the storyline, the kayfabe, if you will. I feel like Solo has been one step ahead of Roman this entire time.
Right.
That Roman's just doing the best he can to hold it together, and he's finally got a squad, and he didn't have a squad that was full. He couldn't, none of his people could do it. It was Paul Heyman that filled that hole.
Yeah.
But Solo's got no problems bringing people in here. So, I don't know, man. I'm a little concerned. Let me see what the people got to say.
Our Super Chat champion just gifted 20 memberships.
Okay, you did not do this, Three Diglets.
Yes,
Come on,
he
Three
did.
Diglets.
Yes, he did.
Come on, Three Diglets. Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
just out there giving stuff out like he's Santa Claus.
Wow. Y'all don't know. You don't even understand. And we're working on some stuff for you because we just want to make sure that these gifts do not go unnoticed by us. They most certainly do. And we got some big plans for the members coming up. So I want you all to know this. Three Diglets, you are a real one. And which, by the way, let me go ahead and put it up. I haven't put up the we got the high res one. Thank you very much, Three Diglets. I haven't been able to download and put it up just yet, but I will.
Girl.
But I want you all to know. So
What are you doing?
at the PLE, hi Stella.
Just trying to get some attention. Hi.
At the PLE, both Super Chat championships are going to be on the line. But this right here, this was specially designed by none other than Three Diglets. This is the Super Heavyweight Championship of the world. This will be defended honorably by Three Diglets at the PLE at Survivor Series. I know Three Kings says he wants to step to the big dog. Arr, arr, arr,
Hey,
and take
Federico.
him down.
How are you?
Break him down, brother. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Three Diglets, we are humbled, and I cannot thank you enough for your generosity.
Movie
of
Queen,
us.
you got
Thank
your accept gifts
Federico.
on. You made sure in your membership your settings that it's on.
What's up, Federico Garza? Good to see you, buddy. We're just ending. I still can't get free memberships. Yeah, make sure you got that. I want to put the link. Hang on. I'm going to put the link for how you do it. Copy this link. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this in the chat. All right. So if you don't know how to get the memberships that have been gifted, copy and paste this link and do what it says right now. We're going to be live again, Federico, this Friday for Friday Night SmackDown, and then again Saturday for Survivor Series War Games.
Yes.
So this has been a very
Absolutely.
good stream. I want to give a big shout and thank you to Steven Sandridge taking time out. He's actually out of town with family. So he said, you know what, guys, I want to go ahead and get in on this action.
Get in on this action.
Thank you very much to Steven and your entire family for lending him for this prediction show. Thank you so much.
And actually, because the belt is technically, the Puppy Chow Championship belt is technically defended on each show. I don't even know if Three Kings is still in here, but technically,
I mean, we could let it slide on this one.
I guess we could let it slide
Let it
because it is
slide.
just a quick prediction show.
You know, we can let it slide. We won't have any. We're going to have a much like WWE just kind of breaks its own rules. We're not going to have any defense on this prediction show. But Friday Night SmackDown, the mid-card championship. If you don't know, if you're new to the channel, bam, right here, the only championship belt that has our channel mascots on the side plates. All right, but the super heavyweight championship belt that has custom side plates. You dig?
You dig?
So
For
if you
three
want
dig.
some, you can come get some. I sincerely hope everybody's going to have a fantastic Thanksgiving. Going to get down on whatever you'll get down on. I know holidays can be a little tricky for some people, right? Some people don't have family and whatever the case may be. So whatever you guys got going on tomorrow, I hope you are well, blessed, healthy, and happy, and that you have an amazing day.
And remember, you are loved.
By us and everybody else in this chat at the very least.
He does have a vegan turkey feast roast that I'm making him, and it will be very yummy.
It'll be delicious, Sophie Dophie. Delicious. You wish you had some.
Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you to our mod squad for keeping an eye
Yes.
on everything. To all of the members Okay, we just
Thank
got
you,
20
three
more members.
Diglets.
Again, let me put it in the chat. This right here is how you can get down with the get down. If you do not have it turned on, please copy and paste this link so you know when you are able to get a free membership.
Lauren, he does not choose. It doesn't allow him to choose who to gift it to. He just gifts it, and it just chooses the random people who are in there. You just have to make sure that your allow gifts is active.
Yes.
And I believe we may be actually doing a special live membership this Sunday for all of the members. So if you are not a member and you would like to be a part of that special closed one, you can click on that join button and check out the different levels of membership. We're actually going to allow all levels of membership to be a part of the live.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You know it. Thank you to our subscribers.
Thank
we would
you,
not
Wesley.
be
Thank you,
where we are
CW41.
without you. We were debating of doing this
Thank you,
today or
Frederico.
tomorrow, but you know what? We just said we'll just take a break for Thanksgiving, that y'all get your turkey, get your tryptophan on, get your beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lambs, rams, dogs, hogs. You name it. You know what I'm talking about. You get your grub on is what we're basically saying. I know she's got some cooking to do. She's gonna be in the kitchen cooking up a storm like Big Mama, just baking up a storm. Woo child.
Woo!
I love it. 5 days, you guys keep giving. This is what I'm talking about. Bone Crusher wants up. All right, guys. Happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you. Come back for Friday Night SmackDown. We'll be live 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then of course Saturday for Survivor Series WARGAMES. We will be live. Thank you to every single person that super chatted today. It doesn't go to just what you see here. We are also in support and sponsoring a child with your generosity. Thank you. Azel is his name, and we are looking to sponsor more children with that. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. We love you guys so much. We appreciate you all so much, and we will catch you all
Next video.
God bless you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Good night.
Good night.